Hello and welcome back to the Heart Artistry podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about selling out your group programs. Group programs are a main focus inside Magicmind Mastermind, and also where we create the scaling of our businesses is through bringing your unique thought leadership and artistry, your signature processes, methodologies, your coaching style into group, meaning that you get to serve many people at one time and you're not just being capped by working with people one at a time. Scaling your group programs, whether this is courses, memberships, masterminds, whatever it is that you create that serves many people at one time, this is the key to scaling your business. And it's one of the reasons why it's the main focus that I work on with my clients. And it is also the way that you're not just your thought leadership and results scale, but your income scales. Because now, instead of working with X amount of one-on-one clients per week, which there are only so many that you can work with, now you're able to serve many, 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 many people in one place. And as your thought leadership and your experience grows and expands, so do your groups and your demand and how many people want to be a part of your containers that serve many, many, many people. And this can shift into live events. It can shift into retreats. It can shift into masterminds and mini minds. There are so many ways that you can really scale your thought leadership through group. And today I'm going to talk about what that looks like, how to do that. I'm also going to be inviting you into a free 3-day mini course that I am teaching. If you're listening to this on the day that it comes out, I'm going to be teaching this tomorrow, which is Monday, October 27th. I'm also going to be teaching it the 28th and the 29th. This is a 3-day consecutive mini course. So if you're seeing this episode, check the show notes. You can register for it even after the program has taken place. You can access the replays, the recordings, which will be sent to you in your email. The link to register is in the show notes. It's free. It is a free mini course. And this really breaks down how to sell out your group programs, specifically through sales magnetism. I see sales magnetism as two halves of a whole. So the sales portion of sales magnetism is the forward motion, right? You're putting yourself out there, you're leaning forward, you're going in and you're telling people, you're inviting people into your offer, your program, you're creating demand, you're getting your work out there, you're allowing people to experience your artistry, right? That's selling. Selling is very forward motion. It's more in the masculine, right? You are putting yourself out there and you're letting people know, hey, this is what I do. Here's how I can serve you. This is how this is going to change your life, right? So that's your content. This is your launches. These are your launch events. This is you showing up and teaching on a masterclass or meeting people in person. You're getting up, you're going out there, you're leaving the house, you're publishing, you're hitting post, you're hitting send, you're going on live. This is the work that you're doing in selling, which is essentially broadcasting your work so that the right people receive it. Now, magnetism, the magnetism piece of sales magnetism is your ability to lean back and receive. It's knowing that when you have been selling, I'm going to teach this inside the mini course. It's kind of like a sandwich. Okay, so you're not putting all the weight on the selling and saying the right thing and having the perfect launch plan. Like that's a piece of it, but it's also it's leading with your energetics, which means you get into the most powerful version of yourself. You get into your power. You turn up the dial on your magnetism. I'm going to teach you how to do that in the mini course. And then you go to sell. You don't go and sell hoping that there will be a result. And if there is a result, then you feel good about it and you feel excited because you got the result. And then you can go and sell more because you got the result. Sales magnetism is getting into your power and experiencing the feeling that you would feel when the result comes, even when the result isn't there yet. So this is the energetics piece of business that is so crucial. It is more crucial than a launch plan. It's more crucial than understanding your buyer types and knowing the phases of a successful launch. It's more important than having perfectly worded sales copy or a sales page or content. This is the energetics that really wraps everything together when you go and sell. Because if you go and sell without it, it's like you're putting a pot on the stove, but the stove isn't even on, right? So it doesn't work. You're going to be waiting a really long time for a pot to boil if it's on simmer or if it's turned off. That pot's not getting to boiling temperatures. However, if the stove is turned on, the water is going to be boiling in a matter of minutes. You can pretty much guarantee it because the stove is on, the fire is going, or the electricity is turned up. That's your sales magnetism. Going to sell and going to execute a launch without having your sales magnetism turned on is like putting a pot or a pan on the stove and just hoping that it's going to boil, it's going to sizzle, it's going to cook the food. It doesn't work that way. So that's why this work is so important. And it's why you start with it and then you sell. You still take that action, but from that place of power and magnetism. And then you end it. Remember, this is a sandwich. You end it with the piece where you are opening to receive, right? Because we can't also just take all this action and then the universe wants to allow us to receive. We people are trying to get through the door. They're trying to say yes and join our programs, but we're not even letting them because we haven't allowed ourselves to open and receive and be able to sell with an open frequency. So we're going to talk about that as well. It isn't just about taking action. I remember in the beginning of my business, something that I did was I remember looking at all of these successful leaders and coaches and just looking at their actions and just looking at, oh, okay, they launched this kind of program. Okay, noted. Oh, they did a launch plan for 3 weeks and this is how they opened it and then they did this post. They posted 2 times to their Instagram. Like I was looking at all of their actions and what were they doing and what were they posting and how often were they doing it, thinking that if I can just emulate exactly what they were doing and what actions they were taking, then I would just get the results right away. Right. And that is a piece of it, right? Because there is important action and the masculine that is involved here in selling. However, what I was missing was who were they being? What were they feeling? What did they believe about themselves, their offers, and their clients? That was a crucial piece that I missed out on. I just was looking at what did they do, and I wasn't paying attention to who did they become? What lessons did they alchemize? Is this their 100th launch, right? Compared to my 3rd, 4th, 5th launch ever. So results compound, and they've likely done tons of evaluating and just troubleshooting and understanding their launches and where their launches went wrong? What are the results that they created? Why didn't they create specific results? Who did they have to become to create those results? All of that troubleshooting and data collected, I wasn't pretty privy to that information, and I was just looking at the actions they were taking, right? So this is really crucial because over the years, I have created powerful launch plans. I do execute a full, robust launch with content and different phases. And I actually genuinely enjoy launching. Like, I love launching so much. I have an entire signature launch program called Rogue Launch. You can message me if you want details on that. And I really enjoy it. I love to launch. I love to put something out there and watch the people go, oh my gosh, yes, I resonate. I'm in. I just paid. Like, let's go, right? This is such an exciting experience that we get to have in our businesses with our clients. However, the big piece that I've learned over the years is infusing it with the energetics, understanding my magnetism, understanding how to turn it on, understanding how to keep my frequency open while I'm selling. Did you know that there are a lot of people who sell with a closed frequency? And did you know that there are a lot of people that go into a launch and they have the whole launch planned out, but they don't actually think that people are going to buy? Or they think that people are going to buy, but they don't think they're going to hit their goal, right? Or they think that they're going to hit their goal, but they don't ever allow themselves to turn the thermostat up on what they can receive, like their wealth frequency, their wealth thermostat. So they continue creating the same launch over and over and over. Like, I have clients who have created powerful launches, like 10K launches over and over and over. And we're working on breaking through to $20,000 launches and $30,000 launches, right? So there's always a next level that you get to tap into because this work is infinite and it's limitless. The wealth is limitless. The way that you can attract clients is limitless. And that is the fun of it. So inside Sold Out Group, my free 3-day mini course, I'm starting to teach it on Monday, October 27th, day 1. We are starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time. On the second day, which is the 28th of October, Tuesday, we're meeting at 12 p.m. And the last day is Wednesday, the 29th, and we're meeting at 5 p.m. So those are the 3 dates. If you're registered, you will get access to the replay playlist so you can tune in and watch even after, or if you aren't able to make some of those times. I'm going to be teaching you how to sell your group programs through your sales magnetism. I'm going to teach you how to create demand for your programs through your unique thought leadership. That's really what your groups are selling, is your unique thoughts, your unique concepts, your unique artistry in the way that only you can serve your best clients, which is what makes your work world renowned. It makes it well known all around the globe. And you've heard me say this so many times, your business isn't just a business. This is your movement. This is your legacy. This is what you get to create because of how you think and how you work with your clients. It's not just what you do, but it's the unique way in which you do it that nobody else can do it in that way, which is so impactful. I'm going to teach you to tap into your open frequency when you're selling, your CEO identity, so that you stay in power and insource it from within yourself instead of outsourcing it to only feeling good and attracting results when external circumstances come through. You're going to learn how to create power and how to create results and stay on that frequency even before they show up. This is going to be a powerful program that I'm teaching. It's likely going to be the last one, possibly second to last of the year. I might do something towards the end of the year, but this is definitely going to be the biggest program, the biggest free mini course that I'm running. I do not plan to run this again, so make sure that you sign up so that you can get access to this. And if you are joining, know that Sold Out Group is brought to you by Magicmind Mastermind. So this marks the opening, the open enrollment to the 2026 class of Magicmind Mastermind. Magicmind is my high-level business mastermind. It is a choose your own adventure style mastermind where you come in and get support from me. This is close proximity, high touch, customized coaching in a small group environment. I'm very selective about who gets let into this space, and I'm very serious about keeping it as a small group. This is not going to be a group that reaches 50, 100, hundreds of people. This is a small group space. Anytime you want coaching, you're getting coaching from me, whether it's inside the Slack group, on our 2 to 3 live coaching calls. We're doing an in-person event in the Bay Area in early 2026. You also get access to every single program, course, everything I run, including my chamber membership, which is my audio training membership hosted on Telegram, where I post 2 to 3 live trainings every single week on power, identity, wealth, sales. It is such a powerful space to be. So Magicmind gets access to it all. You get access to everything. You get access to close proximity with me, as well as from your peers inside the Magicmind sisterhood. This is where you scale your revenue, you scale your CEO identity, and you scale your client impact so that your clients come back over and over and over because of the incredible experience that they have with you. This room is where you are going to be held to a higher caliber, a higher level. You are going to be stretched from the moment that you join in the best way. You're going to be stretched into the version of you that you desire. So whether you want to hit your first 6-figure year, or you want to sell out and book out your one-on-one program, or you want to scale your group program to 30 students, right? Whatever your goal is, it's going to be very customized to what you see success as, and also how you see success in your life as well. I'm a single mom. I'm a daughter of immigrants, and it is so deeply important to me that I am able to spend quality time, free time with my daughter, be able to be there for school pickup, be able to help with her homework, and spend time with her when I'm not working, and creating a business that allows me to do that. And I know for you, whether you have kids or not, you value the time freedom that you have in your life to do whatever it is you want and spend it with your loved ones, with your partner, with your friends, with yourself, creating a life that is on your own terms. And that's really, really, really important to us inside Magicmind. We all are, everyone in the room, all the women are so committed to their work. They have a whatever it takes attitude in their work, and their work gives them life. And they also have a full life outside of their business as well. So that's really what we create and hone in on inside this mastermind. So you can read all the details about Magicmind at tiffanychung.co/magicmind. It's also linked in the show notes. You can go ahead and put your application in. You will have the ability to have a one-on-one call with me after the application is sent in. We'll chat about, so on the application, I ask about what are your main goals? What are some of the main struggles and challenges that you're experiencing right now? Like, what would you really love to get support on? And what do you want to create in 2026? What are your big goals? What do you want to create in your business? What are you selling? What are your offers? And then we can jump on a one-on-one call, and we'll be able to have that conversation about, okay, here's what I see for you. Here are the 3 main custom focuses and strategies that we'll work on inside the mastermind based on what you share in the application. So that way you have a really clear goal and a really clear plan going into the mastermind, knowing what exactly to focus on, because your focuses are likely going to be very different, not very different, but they're going to be different than the other women inside the mastermind. Everyone's focusing on something a little bit different based on what they want to create, where they are in their business, what they're selling, enrolling, their business model. So we're going to have that conversation and make sure that you know exactly what your adventure is inside the Choose Your Own Adventure Mastermind. And I'm so excited. There are 6 spots open for the 2026 class. There are 8 women currently inside the mastermind, and you're going to be masterminding with a sensual embodiment coach, a business astrologer, a life fulfillment coach, a life coach and fitness coach, as well as a relationship coach. There are so many incredible women inside this space, and they are so committed to doing what it takes to create success in their business, in their mindset, getting coached, being vulnerable. Just imagine being in a mastermind for an entire year with women who think like that, who are focused on supporting you and coaching you and sharing value with you while you're doing the same with them. It truly is such an incredible sisterhood and room to be in that changes your business forever. So get your application in to Magicmind. If you have any questions at all, you can send me a DM on Instagram at tiffanychung.co. More than happy to have a conversation with you and determine if you are an aligned fit for the mastermind, answer any questions that you might have, and I'd love to see you inside. I'll catch you on the next episode, and I'll see you inside Sold Out Group on the 3 live days I'm teaching it on Zoom. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one.